and good evening. His Excellency, Mr. Tayyar Khan Atay, Ambassador of the Republic of Turkey, Her Excellency, Professor Dr. Ayşen Gürcan, Member of Board of Trustees of Turkish Maarif Foundation, Mrs. Ermonela Felay, Deputy Chairwoman of the Albanian Assembly, Mrs. Albana Tole, Deputy Minister of Education of Albania, Mrs. Anuela Aristani, Deputy Mayor of Municipality of Tirana, dear Rector of University of New York, Tirana, Professor Dr. Erkan Erdemir, and dear County Representative of Turkish Maarif Foundation, Mr. Mesut Özbaysar. Dear Administrator, professors, students and faculty, distinguished guests, family and friends, it is with great pleasure to welcome all of you this evening to University of New York, Tirana 17th graduation ceremony. Will you please rise? Can we rise, please? Because now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to turn the attention towards the other end of the room. At this time, in an honored tradition, we would like to welcome the staff and students of UNYT as they enter in the academic graduation process. Let's welcome all of them. big round of applause for the faculty, staff. And now, we remain standing for the students. Ladies and gentlemen, may we still rise again for the national anthems, please. And now, it is with great pleasure and honor that I invite to the podium our rector, Professor Dr. Erkan Erdemir, for his formal welcome to these proceedings. A round of applause. Welcome, Mr. Erdemir.
Mirisa Erdit, if I can pronounce it properly. Hoş geldiniz and welcome. So let me start my speech by welcoming our esteemed guests, honorable guests in here. His Excellency Mr. Tayyar Kağan Atay, Ambassador of the Republic of Turkey. Her Excellency Professor Dr. Ayşen Gürcan, Member of Board of Trustees of Turkish Maarif Foundation. Mrs. Ermonela Felay, Deputy Chairwoman of Albanian Assembly. Mrs. Albana Tole, Deputy Minister of Education of Albania. Mrs. Anuela Ristani, Deputy Mayor of Municipality of Tirana. Mrs. Francesca Cicello, the representative of State University of New York, Empire State College. Mr. Mesut Özbaysar, country representative of Turkish Maarif Foundation. Also, dear administrator, distinguished guests, representatives of esteemed Albanian and Turkish institutions, academic and administrative staff of UNYT, their family members, media representatives, parents, our wonderful students, and of course, all the guests that I missed to mention their names in here. You are all welcome to UNYT's 70th graduation ceremony. As you know, this evening we are not here just for our graduation ceremony. This year is also the 20th anniversary of UNYT. UNYT is the first private university in Albania, founded in 2002, and the only institution in Albania offering American and Albanian dual degrees for bachelor programs, collaborating with our long-standing partner, State University of New York, Empire State College. UNYT has been offering different study programs, only in English, at different cycles like bachelor, master, and PhD level, under 3 faculties and 9 departments. The Faculty of Engineering and Architecture has Department of Computer Science, Telecommunication of Network Engineering, Architecture and Design. And the Faculty of Economy and Business has Department of Business Administration, Economics and Finance, and Business Informatics and E-Business. And Faculty of Law and Social Sciences with Department of Law, Department of Political Science and International Relations, and Department of Psychology. We have 656 students from 15 different countries, and 100 of them are graduating this evening. With the support of Turkish Maarif Foundation, we improved our scholarships to include more successful students from not just all around Albania, but also the whole Albanian neighborhood. And since 2018, as you might know, UNYT has been under the ownership of Turkish Maarif Foundation as the sole representative of Turkish education in the world and one of the largest educational organizations worldwide with 428 schools and around 49,000 students in 49 countries. What we tried to add the legacy of UNYT since 2018 under the ownership of Turkish Maarif Foundation. During these 4 years, UNYT opened European and Balkan Research Institute as another important academic unit. With 3 research centers, this institute aims to work on the common cultural and social ground between Albania and Turkey. 2 years ago, UNYT opened interior design, graphic design, software engineering, and e-business and commerce study programs to meet the expectations of the information age. And more programs are to come. We developed our infrastructure, and we must proudly say, during the pandemic period, UNYT was the first university started online education in Albania. We improved our collaborations with national and international universities during this period. We have 37 ongoing agreements with universities from 17 different countries. Only in last 10 months, we have signed 15 internship and cooperation agreements with the leading Albanian and international organizations and organized more than 100 academic, cultural, and social activities. Let me also talk about our vision for the future of the UNYT. I can summarize this vision in 4 words: internationalization, institutionalization, innovation, and digitalization. So for internationalization, our main goal is to have more international students at UNYT. Because with the international students, especially with the help of global network of Turkish Maarif Foundation schools, we're going to have more international students, and this will help improving diversity, cooperation, and even competition between our students. And also, although we have currently different international scholars at UNYT from 10 different countries. Now we are ready to host more international scholars starting from the next academic semester. And also, we are working on improving our number of our dual degrees with respective and well-known international universities. And also, based on our market research, we are ready to start new study programs in coming years. In terms of institutionalization, I must say proudly, we started to construct a new campus and we would like to have it finished in 3 years. But in the meantime, starting from the next semester, we're going to have another building with modern infrastructure and architecture. And in terms of also institutionalization, we're going to have more study programs as well. In terms of innovation, which is very important for the UNYT's vision, we already have research project and innovation office in here, a center, supporting academic research and trying to invite more international collaborations and international funds, as well as national ones. But also, we are planning to start a lifelong learning center in here to transmit our experience with the businesses around and also to learn from them. And lastly, we are planning to start a startup support center at our premises starting from the next semester, because we believe that in the information age, the startups, especially in high-tech industries, are the most effective way to also improve the economy of this country. So we are ready to work with young entrepreneurs, Albanian entrepreneurs at our premises starting from the next semester. And in terms of digitalization, I know the COVID period has passed, and I wish we never see that period again. But you don't know what comes next, so we should be ready, because the online education is not just kind of a way of avoiding diseases, but also a way of increasing collaborations with faraway universities and institutions. So we are dedicated to improve our digital campus project in coming years. Before leaving the stage, I'd like to use this opportunity to thank, first of all, Turkey and Turkish Maari Foundation for their strong support and guidance, Albanian government and all public institutions as our close collaborators, our professors and administrative staff for their dedicated efforts, students and parents for their trust in UNYT, all partner organizations that make us stronger, and last but not least, the Turkish Ministry of Culture and Tourism for their surprise show for us tonight. I also strongly suggest all our guests here join and enjoy the Turkish Week events in Tirana, organized by Tirana Municipality and the Turkish Ministry of Culture and Tourism. So I wish you all an enjoyable and memorable graduation and 20th anniversary ceremony tonight. And I wish you every success for the rest of your life, our dear students. So thank you, teşekkürler, faleminderit.
Faleminderit. Thank you, Mr. Recker. Tonight's ceremony will be greeted by the president of the Turkish Maari Foundation, Professor Dr. Birol Akgün. Please join me in watching the greeting video right now.
Honorable Ambassador of Turkey, Mr. Kaan Atay, member of our Albanian parliaments, the mayor of Tirana, our member of trustees, Professor Ayşe Gürcan, dear rector, dear colleagues, and my dear students and families. Welcome to the 20th graduation ceremony of University of New York in Tirana. I am very happy to be part of this graduation ceremony as a witness of your achievements. Dear students, today is your day. It has been since 2019. You haven't had the physical ceremony without masks. Today, we are so much happy and very much blessed to be here today, and I am very, very happy to be with you. It's a true pleasure to take part of this joyful moment. It's a moment of joy. You are all graduating from the class of 2022. And today is the first and foremost your celebration. After years of study, you are all about to begin a new journey, a journey that will be full of novelties, experiences, and learnings. My warmest congratulations is to all of you. You have earned this achievement and you should be proud of yourself. I would also like to spare a warm words for your families, as many of your loved ones are here to celebrate with you, and for many years they have supported and accompanied you, helping you to achieve your goals, to have a high quality education. So a very warm congratulations to you and to all of your families as well. As being the head of Turkish Mari Foundation, we are happy to now share with you that Turkish Mari Foundation currently runs schools in 49 countries with more than 50,000 students. Most of them are really K-12 level schools, from kindergarten to high school. The UNYT is the only university that we have indeed. That's why we really value and proud of supporting this unique university. As the only Turkish-run university being in Albania, I think this institution contributes a lot to already excellent relations between Albania and Turkey. We already opened a new Balkan Research Institute at our university, and will further support academic exchanges and bilateral political, cultural, economic issues for discussion among our colleagues. We have new academic plans also to enhance and deepen our already good reputation as the UNYT in Albania. We would like to expand our vision to make UNYT as the regional base of education in the Balkans, a hub of learning. We are working hard to develop further collaboration between Turkish and Albanian academics. In the post-pandemic period, we also expand our physical capacity, that we already rented a new building, and next year some of the departments will continue their education in their new building. Of course, our final aim is to build up a new brand campuses for our university. UNYT has a very good heritage that we inherited from our previous owners, with a high quality education and with a very committed staff and academic professionals. My dear colleagues, you must be proud of your achievements. We are with you and we always will support your academic works. I would like to again congratulate all of our dear students and their families. And we really send our feel-heart greetings from Istanbul, Turkey. Congratulations. Be happy and work hard. Tomorrow's will be your ones.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let me invite to the stage the country representative of Turkish Maari Foundation in Albania, Mr. Mesut Ozbaysar, for his greeting words.
Her Excellency, Deputy Chairwoman of Albanian Assembly, Mrs. Ermonela Felay, Honorable Ambassador of Republic of Turkey in Tirana, Mr. Tayyar Khan Atay, dear Deputy Minister of Education of Albania, Mrs. Albana Tole, distinguished member of the Board of Trustees of Turkish Maari Foundation, Professor Ayşen Gürcan, distinguished Deputy of Tirana, Mrs. Anuela Ristani, dear UMYT Rector, Professor Erdemir, academicians and staff, dear students, distinguished representatives of the Turkish institutions in Albania, dear guests and parents, I greet you with great joy. Let me take this opportunity to share my great pleasure to be with you and amongst future Albanian leaders. This year, we are holding our 4th graduation ceremony under Maarif umbrella. Turkish Maarif Foundation has been founded with the goal of starting an extensive effort to provide education worldwide, whereby we aim to support quality education and to develop multidimensional and original methods. Being aware of the transformative power of knowledge that paves the way to a good life, we aim to help all actors participating in educational processes to access and to reproduce knowledge. In this context, I want to express my sincere thanks to all our academicians for their hard work, as they do not just educate a student, but also educate good people, leaving a good mark on Albania and on the world. Because of their endless work and positive willingness, our students have been highly motivated to achieve their goals. Lastly, I want to congratulate all the graduating students. May you always have new opportunities come your way, and may you be always happy and successful in your life. Happy graduation, and thank you all for being part of our Maarif family. This is a kind of journey in the next, when we see in a higher position, then we're gonna be all right. Then your action will speak louder than my words. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a good night.
Mr. Ozbaysar, can you just wait for a second? We've got some flowers for you. Thank you for your speech. And now, I have the immense pleasure to invite now on the stage Mrs. Anuela Ristani, Deputy Mayor of Municipality of Tirana. Let's welcome her.
Good evening, everyone. It's such a good energy here. I don't know if you're feeling it, but there's so much pride and so much joy. And I really want to take a moment, because this, guys, is not about you. This is about them who helped you through this journey. So please join me into having a round of applause for all the families and all your sacrifice. Thank you. Because it's actually your party. I mean, you guys are done now. These guys are going to go ahead and find their place in the world, and that's not your responsibility anymore, which is, as a parent, I think I'm so much looking forward to that day. But congratulations, class of 2022. You're probably the class of the generation that knows most than anybody else. And if you don't know most, or if you don't know it all, you certainly know how to find it. And it's very weird that I address you in the back, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Your access to technology, your skills and capabilities, but mostly the quality education that you've gotten from this really good and liberal university are really good equipment for what lays ahead. And what lies ahead is a society that is unfortunately a little sick, right? A planet that is a little sick. And that's the bad news. The good news is that you have all the capabilities, and these guys have all the capabilities of fixing it. Because it's the generation that is least traumatized by major events, that is better equipped, that is the most open-minded. They know that women's rights are human rights. They know that where you come, who you are, doesn't make what you do. They know that judgment comes from what you produce, not from where you're coming from. And those are the skills that the world requires today. Most of these guys are going to be switching professions at least 5 times from now until they retire. And so being married to what you studied, to that big accounting test that was so hard to go through, or to that math class that was so hard to go through, all of that is not going to matter in a while. You're going to be influencers, YouTube stars, you're going to be designers, you're going to be fashion experts. You can be anything you want to be, and that's the beauty of the world today. And that's the beauty of your skills that are so versatile and they're so acceptable and adaptable to the world we're living in. It's what makes Tirana beautiful, what makes every city beautiful, but what really does change the most and does make a difference is trying to do your best. And these guys have shown that they know what to do best for themselves by choosing a good education, by being able to graduate against all odds, against all hardship, and against all the challenges that they've been through, that you've been through. Because doing the best you can for yourself does actually do the best for the society we live in, for cities we live in, for this city, for this country, and for every country you're coming from. Good luck to everything that you do. Good luck to them for everything that you do. And see you in the next year.
Thank you, Mrs. Ristani. May I ask you to stay here in the stage with me, because we would like to invite Mr. Mesut Özbaysar to join me on the stage to deliver you a gift. For Mrs. Ristani, we have a gift. Thank you. May I now respectfully invite for her greeting speech Dr. Albana Tole, Deputy Minister of Education of Albania.
I nderuar rektor, i nderuar ambasador, të nderuar pedagog, të nderuar pjesëmarrës, të nderuar student, është një nder dhe një kënaqësi shumë e madhe të jem sot në 20 vjetorin e themelimit të Universitetit New Yorkut. Ministria e Arsimit dhe Sportit ju përgëzon për arritjet e deri tanishme. Ky është një moment shumë i rëndësishëm për të celebruar arritjet e institucionit tuaj të arsimit lart. Ky është një moment për të celebruar të gjithë punën dhe kontributin e pedagogëve të cilët kanë formuar breza studentësh që aktualisht ofrojnë shërbimin e tyre nëpërmjet punësimit në sektor të ndryshëm sipas formimit që ata kanë. Ministria e Arsimit dhe Sportit nëpërmjet strategjisë kombëtare për arsimin 2021-2026 do të ketë në fokus arsimin e lartë, duke synuar një sistem gjithëpërfshirës që plotëson standardet ndërkombëtare të cilësisë, integritetit akademik dhe transparencës, si dhe është promotor i zhvillimit ekonomik dhe social në vend. Integrimin në Bashkimin Evropian është një proces i gjatë harmonizimi legjislativ, ekonomik dhe social, i cili domosdoshmërisht duhet të shoqërohet nga studime dhe kërkime shkencore që do të evidentojnë impaktin dhe ecurinë e politikave në vend, si dhe perspektivat e reja të zhvillimit. Një mekanizëm shumë i rëndësishëm që do të përdoret për rritjen e cilësisë në arsimin e lartë është procesi i ndërkombëtarizimit. Ky proces synon rritjen dhe standardizimin e cilësisë, nxit mobilitetin e studentëve dhe të pedagogëve dhe krahasueshmërinë e sistemeve të arsimit. Koncepti i ndërkombëtarizimit në arsimin e lartë është relativisht i ri dhe ndërlidhet me mobilitetin e shtuar të studentëve dhe të stafit akademik. Në 30 vitet e fundit, Bashkimi Evropian ka dhënë shumë rëndësi mobilitetit të studentëve, stafit akademik dhe umultuesve duke krijuar programe të ndryshme të veçanta si Tempus, Erasmus+, Marie Curie. Qëllimi i programeve të tilla është ekspozimi i studentëve dhe stafit akademik ndaj përvojave më të mira evropiane, si dhe krijimi i raporteve të bashkëpunimit midis IAL-ve shqiptare dhe atyre evropiane, duke kontribuar kështu në integrimin sa më të mirë të Shqipërisë në hapësirën evropiane të arsimit lartë. Në këtë kuadër, padyshim, ne të gjithë presim më shumë projekte kërkimore shkencore, jo vetëm nga pedagogët apo studentët e këtij universiteti, por nga të gjitha universitetet shqiptare. Universitetet tona duhet të marrin pjesë në programet e mëdha të Bashkimit Evropian, siç është për shembull Horizon Europe, një program për cilin qeveria shqiptare paguan çdo vit një tarifë të lartë anëtarsimi, por për fat të keq, ne nuk marrim atë që duhet në nivel përfitimesh, kontributesh të dedikuara fushës së kërkimit shkencor. Prandaj, duam këtu të inkurajojmë shumë të gjithë profesionistët, të gjithë kërkuesit e këtij universiteti dhe jo vetëm, dhe të gjithë kërkuesit shqiptar të punojnë më fort për projekte cilësore, dhe ne si Ministria e Arsimit dhe Sportit, së bashku me Agjencinë Kombëtare të Kërkimit Shkencor dhe Inovacionit, do t'ju mbështesim me ekspertë vendas dhe të huaj dhe me konsulencë, me asistencë për të hartuar projekte cilësore. Krijimi i programeve të përbashkëta të IAL-ve shqiptare me ato të vendeve të Bashkimit Evropian do të ndikojë në rritjen e cilësisë së ofertës në vend. Ndërkaq, nëse këto programe do të jenë në gjuhën angleze, ashtu sikurse ndodh në Universitetin e New Yorkut, do të mund të ishin tërheqëse edhe për studentë të huaj, prania e të cilëve do të ishte një vlerë e shtuar për arsimin e lartë. Ndikimi i procesit ndërkombëtarizimit do të mund të rrisë jo vetëm standardin shtetëror të cilësisë, por në të njëjtën kohë do të frenojë dhe largimin e studentëve nga vendi. Institucionet e arsimit lartë që gjenden në rajone të ndryshme të vendit do të duhet të profilizohen sipas nevojave specifike të rajonit përkatës, duke patur një impakt të drejtë për drejtë në treg. Arsimi i lartë synon që të sigurojë të diplomuarve aftësitë e nevojshme për të patur sukses në tregun e punës nëpërmjet zhvillimit të kurrikulave që i përgjigjen kontekstit të ekonomive të sotme të globalizuara, të drejtuara nga inovacioni dhe të bazuara në aftësi. Universitetet kanë një rol shumë të rëndësishëm në shoqëri duke kontribuar jo vetëm në zhvillimin e kërkimit shkencor dhe në shpërndarjen e dijes, por dhe në përgatitjen e brezit të ri për të qenë konkurrues në tregun e punës. Ndryshimet sociale të shekullit fundit kanë sjellë një ndryshim të konceptit të tregut të punës, duke e bërë shoqërinë të ketë pritshmëri të reja ndaj universiteteve. Modeli bashkëpunimit ndërmjet universiteteve, institucioneve kërkimore, ndërmarrjeve private, qeverisë, shoqërisë civile dhe mediave ka parë rolin e universiteteve si një ndërmjetës në përpjekjet për inovacion dhe në promovimin e një shoqërie të bazuar në dije. Së bashku, të gjithë kemi më shumë sfida të reja përpara, por unë jam optimiste, sidomos pas formalizimit të Komitetit të Përbashkët të Politikave të Arsimit Lartë, në cilin vetë kryeministri i vendit, por dhe një pjesë e kabinetit, ulemi çdo muaj në tryezën e diskutimeve me të gjithë rektorët e universiteteve shqiptare. Në këtë tryezë, jo vetëm zgjidhim shqetësimet e punëve të përditshme të universiteteve, por ajo që është më e rëndësishme, hartojmë politika dhe marrim vendime të rëndësishme në funksion të zhvillimit të arsimit lartë në Shqipëri. Një falënderim shumë i përzemër i drejtohet të gjithë brezave të pedagogëve, stafit administrativ, por dhe të gjithë studentëve që në këto 20 vite kanë dhënë një kontribut në zhvillimin e këtij institucioni universitar. Në të njëjtën kohë, ju urojmë shumë suksese profesorëve dhe stafit të ri, të cilët kanë marrë stafetën dhe kanë detyrimisht përgjegjësinë e madhe që këto arritje të realizuara deri më tani, jo vetëm t'i ruajnë, por dhe t'i rrisin cilësinë arsimit duke e çuar në një nivel të ri. Nuk më mbetet veç të t'ju uroj suksese. Shumë faleminderit dhe gëzuar 20 vjetoren.
Thank you, Mrs. Tolle. Please wait in the stage. We got some flowers for you, as well as a gift, which will be delivered to you by Mr. Ali Chichek, TMF Head of Board Secretariat. Thank you. Today, we're not only gathered here to celebrate this generation of graduates, the class of 2022, but also to honor the success and achievements of University of New York, Tirana during its 20-year experience on educating our tomorrow's leaders. On this note, let us watch together the UNYT 20th anniversary documentary. It is a great honor to have with us today Professor Dr. Ayşen Gürcan, Member of Board of Trustees of Turkish Maarif Foundation, Presidency Senior Counselor, Member of the Council of Turkish Higher Education, former Minister of Family and Social Policies. Let's give her a warm welcome to the stage, and she's here already.
Sayın Büyükelçim, Arnavutluk Parlamentosu'nun, hükümetinin ve Tiran Belediyesi'nin çok kıymetli yetkilileri, Sayın Rektörüm, Sayın Ülke Temsilcim, Türkiye Arnavutluk dostluğunun nişanesi olarak Arnavutluk'ta görev yapan bütün Türk kurumlarının kıymetli temsilcileri, Arnavutluk Marif Okullarımızın ve üniversitemizin çok değerli yöneticileri, öğretmenleri ve çalışanları, kıymetli velilerimiz, misafirlerimiz ve bugün burada olmamıza neden olan sevgili öğrencilerimiz ve değerli mezunlarımız. Hepinizi sevgiyle selamlıyorum. Öncelikle bazı selamlar getirdim. Cumhurbaşkanımız Sayın Recep Tayyip Erdoğan'ın hepinizi candan selamları var. Mezunlarımıza, öğrencilerimize ve onların değerli ailelerine selam ve sevgilerini iletti. Hepinizin çok iyi bildiği gibi Cumhurbaşkanımız için Arnavutluğun çok özel bir yeri var. Bu durum bizim için de öyle. Vakfımızın dünyanın dört bir köşesinde faaliyet gösteren çok sayıda okulu arasında tek yüksek öğretim kurumumuz Arnavutluk'ta bulunuyor. Yüksek öğretim kurumlarıyla Arnavutluk akademik camiası arasında kuvvetli bir köprü rolü üstlenen üniversitemizin iki ülkenin geleceğinde önemli bir işlevi olduğuna inanıyoruz. Kıymetli misafirler, özel bir gündeyiz. Emeklerin sonuçlarını verdiği, çalışmaların neticelendiği, üniversitemizin 20. yılında böylesine güzel bir buluşmada sizlerle bir araya gelmekten ve mezuniyet heyecanınızı paylaşmaktan memnuniyet duyuyorum. Türkiye Marif Vakfımız 2016 yılının Haziran ayında Türkiye Büyük Millet Meclisi tarafından kabul edilen 6721 sayılı kanunla kuruldu. Bu kapsamda bugün itibariyle Amerika Birleşik Devletleri, Almanya, Arnavutluk, Avusturya, Avustralya, Azerbaycan, Lüksemburg, Romanya, Senegal ve Kırgızistan'da bulunduğu 60'tan fazla ülkede aktif olarak çalışmalarımızı sürdürmekteyiz. Halen dünya genelinde bulunan 500'e yakın eğitim kurumumuzda 50.000'i aşkın öğrencimize eğitim ve barınma hizmetleri vermeye devam ediyoruz. Eğitim kurumlarımızda Birleşmiş Milletler 2030 sürdürülebilir kalkınma hedefleri doğrultusunda kaliteli eğitimi desteklemeyi, eğitimin her aşamasında çok boyutlu ve özgün çözümler geliştirmeyi hedefliyoruz. İnsani değerler üzerine inşa edilen bir eğitim modelinde akademik standartları daha da geliştirmek, kaliteyi yükseltmek temel gayemiz. Farklı coğrafyalarda sürdürdüğümüz çalışmalarımızda kültürler arası karşılıklı etkileşim, eşit ilişkiyi ve kültürel çeşitliliği ve zenginlik olarak gören bir anlayışın yerleşmesini hedeflemekteyiz. Güçlü, tarihi ve kültürel bağlarımızın bulunduğu dost ve kardeş ülke Arnavutluk'ta ise anaokulundan üniversiteye, eğitimin her kademesinde çalışmalarımızı sürdürmeye devam ediyoruz. Öğrencilerimizin aldığı her başarıdan gurur duyuyor, onları başarıya taşımak için var gücümüzle çalışıyoruz. Üniversitemiz Arnavutluk'ta yüksek öğrenimin rol modelidir. Bölgedeki birçok yüksek öğretim kurumunun örnek aldığı ilk özel üniversite olmasının yanı sıra hem öğretim kalitesi hem de öğrencilerinin uluslararası niteliği ve yüksek başarılarıyla dikkat çekmektedir. Türkiye Marif Vakfı çatısı altında başarılı öğrencileri desteklemeye, uluslararası okul ağımızı desteğiyle üniversitemizin uluslararası niteliğini güçlendirmeye devam edeceğimizi ifade etmek istiyorum. Türkiye'nin önde gelen üniversiteleri ile çift diploma programlarının başlatılması için çalışmalarımıza hız kesmeden devam ediyor. Türkiye'den ve dünyadan nitelikli akademisyen istihdamını artırmaya yönelik projelerimizi hayata geçirmeye hazırlanıyoruz. Böylesine güzel bir günde siz değerli misafirlerimizle güzel bir projemiz daha paylaşmak istiyorum. Arnavutluk'ta yeni bir kampüs inşaatına başlatarak gençlerin hayallerine, hedeflerine ve heyecanlarına ortak olacağımız daha nice 20 yılların bizi beklediğini bilmenizi isterim. Bu vesileyle eğitim faaliyetin başlamasından bu yana Arnavutluk'ta hizmet veren kıymetli yöneticilerimize, eğitim kadromuza ve çalışanlarımıza bu zamana kadar göstermiş oldukları özveri için şükranlarımı iletiyorum. Ayrıca bütün velilerimize, marif okullarımıza göstermiş oldukları ilgi için hasreten teşekkürlerimi sunuyorum. Ve siz artık yaşamlarının başka bir evresine geçen öğrencilerimiz. Teşekkür ediyor, sizleri yürekten kutluyorum. Mariften aldığınız ışık hiç solmasın. Burada kazandıklarınızı her daim elinizde bir meşale olarak taşıyın. Her nerede ve nasıl olursanız olun, bu misyonu unutmayın. Başta kendiniz, aileniz, toplumunuz ve çevrenizde, ekolojinizde tüm dünya kardeşliğinize bir katkınız olsun. Başarılarınızın devamını dilerim. Nice mezuniyetler ve başka başarılar sizin olsun. Bizler de Türkiye Marif Vakfı olarak nitelikli eğitim sunma, iyi insan yetiştirme, hedeflerimizi gerçekleştirmek adına çalışmalarımızı durmaksızın sürdüreceğiz. Sözlerimi bu düşüncelerle sonlandırarak hepinizi saygılarımla bir kez daha selamlıyorum. Teşekkür ederim. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Gurjan. Please, some flowers for you, and thank you for your speech. And we continue. It's my privilege to invite His Excellency, Mr. Tayyar Kağan Atay, Ambassador of the Republic of Turkey. Thank you, Your Excellency, and allow us to wish you success in your new mission here in Albania.
Thank you. Excellencies, Sayın Rektörüm, dear students, faculty members, distinguished guests, it's a great pleasure to join you at your graduation ceremony. I congratulate every one of you. Today is one of your most remarkable memories in your entire lives. As a diplomat, your first priority is to get along well with the local authorities, especially when you are a newcomer. So I promise my speech will be very short. I will conclude very soon. I graduated from Ankara University in 1997. It has been almost 25 years, quarter of a century, a long time ago it may seem, but believe me, my colleagues, my dear Albanian brothers and sisters, time flies, you will see that. So enjoy your time when you are young. I also congratulate your devoted parents, your families, because without them, today's achievement would not be possible. So again, heartfelt congratulations to your devoted parents. I also would like to thank Turkish Marif Foundation and administration of the New York schools for contributing to the brotherly relations between Turkey and Albania by providing a competitive education platform enabling the social bonds between our two countries flourish further. It is this human dimension that makes Turkish-Albanian relations special and unique. And the growing interest of you, the Albanian people, to the education institutions of the Turkish Marif Foundation provides the Marif family to do better for a better future of Albania. And as Turkey, we are proud to contribute to the building of a promising future of our Albanian brothers and sisters. So without further prolonging my speech, again, heartfelt congratulations and all the best for your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Mr. Tayyar, we have some flowers for you. Please don't leave the stage. As well, we have a gift for you. Professor Dr. Ayşen Gürcan, she will deliver a gift to His Excellency Mr. Tayyar Kağan Atay. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause and let's welcome our keynote speaker of the night, Mrs. Ermonela Felaj, Deputy Chairwoman of Albanian Assembly.
Mirëmbrëma, të nderuar të ftuar, i nderuar zoti ambasador i Republikës së Turqisë, i nderuar zoti rektor, i nderuar zoti drejtor i Fondacionit Marif, të nderuar pedagog, të nderuar student, të nderuar dhe prindër. Megjithëse kjo është një nga ceremonitë më të bukura ku kam marrë pjesë gjatë kohës time si e zgjedhur në Kuvendin e Shqipërisë, madje përkimi është kaq i bukur sepse ne sot celebrojmë dy ngjarje. 20 vjetorin e Universitetit të New Yorkut, i pari universitet privat në Shqipëri, por edhe diplomimin e studentëve të këtij universiteti, që pasohen nga mijëra studentë të tjerë në 428 institucione arsimore në plot 49 vende të botës. Të gjitha pjesë të njëjtit administrim, si dhe universiteti juaj. Administrimit nga Fondacioni Marif, përfaqësuesit e të cilit kam nderin të përshëndes sot në emër të Kuvendit të Shqipërisë, në emër të kryetarës së Kuvendit zonja Nikolla, pikërisht për të gjithë shërbimin që ato ofrojnë në fushën e arsimit të lartë. Emrin e mirë të krijuar ndër vite dhe mbi të gjitha për mundësinë e përfitimit të një diplome të dyfisht, shqiptare dhe amerikane, sipas marrëveshjes së bashkëpunimit me Universitetin Shtetëror të New Yorkut, Empire State College. Universiteti i New Yorkut gëzon një emër të mirë, fal punës së përkushtuar të administratorëve dhe gjithë stafit pedagogjik ndër vite. Prandaj, ju duhet të ndjeni krenar sot që studimet tuaja të larta i zhvilluat në këtë universitet, duke i qëndruar një sfide jo të vogël të kohëve që jetojmë, mundësive të shumta të arsimimit dhe rivalizimit si nga brenda dhe nga jashtëvendit. E pra Universiteti i New Yorkut ja ka dalë, e ka fituar këtë sfidë për 20 vite rresht. Duke ju gëzuar kështu, çdo brezi të laureuar në të tre ciklet e studimit, në bachelor, në master dhe doktoratur, duke lidhur marrëveshje bashkëpunimi me të paktën 37 universitete, një pjesë e mirë të cilave janë edhe në kuadër të programit Erasmus+. Unë e konsideroj këtë ceremoni vërtet një ceremoni të bukur, sepse çdo fillim, sikundër edhe çdo marrim, ka gëzimin, por ka edhe emocionin e vet. Mund të kujtoni në fakt, e kam me studentët, se si e nisët ditën tuaj të parë në këtë universitet. Edhe unë, teksa po ju dëgjoja dhe teksa po ju shija, kujtova flesh ditën time të parë në Universitetin Shtetëror të Tiranës, në Fakultetin Juridik, në vitin 1996, apo dhe ditën e parë, dhe mbi të gjitha e kam kujtuar këtë ditë me krenari, ditën time të parë në shkollën e magjistraturës, në të parin brez prokurorësh magjistrat në Shqipëri, 12 vjet gjithsej. Edhe unë jam krejt e sigurt që keni qenë të lumtur sa ju, aq edhe prindrit, që unë gjitët në këtë shkallare të dijes. Sot ka gëzim për përfundimin me sukses të një cikli. Dhe unë e quaj një cikël, sepse sinqerisht besoj që nga studimi nuk duhet ishet dorë kur dhe për asnjë arsye. Por kjo ditë ka dhe emocion. Pa dyshim, ka emocion, mbase nuk është njësoj si ai ditës parë, që lidhet me shumë pikpyetje në kokë, nëse do ta justifikoj gjimnazin, nëse do të mund t'ua kthej besimin prindërve, edhe gjitha atyre që kontribuan në formimin tim, mbështetën studimet e mia, por tani më është një emocion tjetër, një emocion që i dedikohet vetes përballë tregut të punës, edhe një emocion që i dedikohet edhe universitetit, edhe emrit të tij të mirë, që me gjas nuk ka rezultuar aq rastësisht dhe nuk ka rezultuar thjesht nga asociacioni me fjalën New York, por nga përpjekjet për të pasur një performancë sa më të mirë. Ekziston një bindje, veçanërisht tek profesorët edhe tek studentët, po studentët më shumë e kanë me profesorët, dhe studentët mendojnë për profesorët që profesorët nuk mendojnë që studentët e tyre janë më të zgjuar, janë më agresiv në kuptimin pozitiv të fjalës, janë më inovativ se ata vetë. Unë mund t'ju them, dhe këtë e kam një konstatim krejt jashtë, se gjithë kjo nuk qëndron. E kundërta është e vërtet. Dhe patjetër është dhe një gëzim në vetvete për të gjithë trupën pedagogjike, për produktin i cili është duke u laureuar sot dhe që është gati të jetë në dispozicion të më të mirës për të gjithë shoqërinë tonë. E kam dëgjuar më së njëherë një ish kolegen time dhe profesore tuaja të më thotë se sa shumë i duhet të ulet paraprakisht, të studioj, të analizoj, të përgatitet seriozisht dhe për çdo herë, sepse pyetjet e studentëve jo vetëm që nuk janë pak, janë shumë. Jo vetëm që nuk janë të papritura, po janë realisht të vështira. Thënë sa kaq, unë e kam krijuar tani më bindjen time për cilësinë e arsimit që ofron ky universitet. E kam të bindje si Ermonela, ndërkohë që nga pozicioni që mbaj aktualisht në Kuvendin e Shqipërisë, si zëvendës kryetare e Kuvendit, do doja që realisht ne të mund të ofronim më shumë normativ në kuadër të përthithjes së të laureuarve tuaj të rinj, të 4 fakulteteve tuaja në fakt. Sepse nevojat e Kuvendit, për ndryshe nga sa mendohet, nuk janë thjesht dhe vetëm të lidhura me ato që diplomohen si jurist. Nevojat e Kuvendit, kapacitetet dhe burimet njerëzore të Kuvendit kërkojnë patjetër studentë të 4 fakulteteve që ka ky universitet. Ne na duhen këshilltar, por na duhen më të mirë se vetja. Dhe kur këtë e them, kam parasysh Kuvendin e Shqipërisë. I nevojiten ta këshilltar jo për të qëndruar prapa një kompjuteri, por për të angazhuar realisht, aktivisht, në një ligjbërje, ato që më së shumti propozohet nga qeveria, miratohet nga Kuvendi, por jo gjithmonë me sigurinë maksimale të tekstit më të mirë, të qasjeve më të mira, apo të zgjidhjeve më të duhura, profesionale. Nëse ka diçka që vërtet unë dua të uroj shumë natyrshëm në këtë mbrëmje, nuk është thjesht suksese më tej. Por uroj që mendja juaj, edhe i gjithë ky potencial njerëzor me vlera të spikatura, të mund t'i ri këtij vendi, si dëshmi e gjurmës së një brezi, por edhe detyrës që një brez i ri njerëzish ka për të ndërtuar një shoqëri më të mirë edhe më progresive. E them këtë sepse në të njëjtën kohë nisem nga një deduktim edhe nga një pasojë. Benjamin Franklin shpreh: "Ti je ignorant, nuk është aq mëkat, sa të mos jesh i gatshëm për të mësuar." Ndërkohë që elementi i cili e bën më të dhunshme shoqërinë është pikërisht ignoranca. Ju e keni mposhtur këtë të keqe, e du të jeni krenar, dhe unë për këtë arsye ju uroj edhe një herë me gjithë zemër suksese për diplomimin, gëzuar për vjetorin e 20 të universitetit tuaj dhe punë dhe arritje të shkëlqyera për secili. Faleminderit.
Thank you, Mrs. Felaj. We have some flowers for you as well, and a gift which will be delivered to you by Professor Dr. Nertila Gjini, Vice Rector of UNYT. Tonight's graduation ceremony proudly presents the graduated doctoral student. Awarding the doctoral degree in computer science will be Professor Dr. Erkan Erdemir. It's a great pleasure to present the name of the doctoral graduate, Mariana Prifti. A greeting word from you, Mariana, please.
Distinguished faculty, esteemed guests, fellow alums, family and friends, and especially my fellow graduates here in fantastic hats and gowns. It's an honor to be part of this celebration, the 17th graduation ceremony of University of New York, Tirana. Thomas Eliot once said that history is a pattern of timeless moments. Today, this is such a moment, and in this timeless moment, under the watchful glance of UNYT history, we assemble to celebrate the 20th anniversary. I'm humbled and deeply honored to give voice to the gratitude that all of us feel towards our guests, and to reflect briefly on my own personal path. Earlier today, I was thinking about this speech, and I was wondering whether I should address you as an alumna of UNYT, as a faculty member, or as a parent. And well, you'll find a little bit of the three in what I'll try to keep as a short and heartfelt speech. Pursuing a PhD degree has been a compelling journey, definitely trying at times, yet inherently rewarding and empowering in so many ways. My own PhD is 100,000 of my very best words, years of intense work, a childhood dream achieved, and a promise to my beloved father. There are a lot of people who inspired, supported, guided, and instilled in me the desire and perseverance to succeed in achieving this important, yet challenging goal. It is to them that I owe my deepest gratitude. First and foremost, my deepest gratitude goes to my PhD advisors. I'm especially grateful for they have dismantled my naive, God-oriented approach to science and reassembled it with valuable scientific advice. Having had the privilege to grow from a student to a faculty member, I've come across unique learning experiences that have shaped the educator and the scientist I want to be. To my friends and colleagues at UNYT, I'd like to cheerfully acknowledge your invaluable support, candid friendship, wisdom, and laughter. For sure, writing my thesis wouldn't have been half as easy and doable without your support. But it has also been about growing not only professionally, but more importantly, as a woman and a mother. I'm particularly proud to be the mother to two beautiful and smart daughters, Vesa and Liora, who I hope to inspire through my modest role model. My heartfelt thanks go to my husband for his unconditional and support, love, and to my daughters for teaching me every day that being a mother might not be the easiest job, but it is indisputably the most sublime gift ever given to me. Thank you. Last but not least, as an alumna, as a mother, but moreover as an educator, I feel compelled to address our students, hoping to impart some encouragement and advice as they head into their next chapter. Today I felt the joy as I watched you prepare for this ceremony. I saw you straighten each other's caps and gowns. I saw the hugging, the happiness. I saw your unbridled enthusiasm for what you have accomplished. So I want to challenge you to take that enthusiasm that surrounds you tonight out in the world with you and use it to obtain your goals. As you go forward, don't forget the friends you've made and the knowledge you've acquired. True friendship is a treasure. Solid education is a value, and your values should be like your fingerprints, proof of where you have been and what you have touched. Continue to care about yourself, your family, your friends, your education, and your world. And wherever the next chapters in your life story may take you, make sure the journey includes joy and dignity. I couldn't have been more prouder than representing us all in the community here, thanking it, those who have fostered us in our achievements, and I hope fostered in us a lifelong love of learning. In closing, I'd like to ask the graduates to join me in a round of applause for the members and for the faculty, for the families who helped them reach this important milestone. Thank you, and here it goes to the great class of 2022.
A big applause to our lecturer, Mariana Prifti. Thank you for your restless contribution in the academic life of UNYT. Throughout the years, the university has had 16 generations of graduates. Many of them today have proceeded on their path towards success in different countries around the world. Let us watch some of their congratulatory video messages.
Hello there. Dear Rector, management staff, dear students of the University of New York Tirana, dear guests, I am Engelbert Zeyfay from Peja, Kosovo. I spent over 5 years at the University of New York Tirana, where I got wonderful moments, wonderful experiences. I sealed unforgettable memories there. I realized the dream of my life. I finished doctoral studies, and I'm very thankful for that to all professors that I worked with, especially Professor Dr. Andrea Kakuri. He was a great supervisor of mine. I always say that University of New York Tirana is a university with extraordinary values, and it is really a creator of the new leaders. Congratulations for that unit. Keep it so.
Hello everyone, graduates of UNYT. My name is Vjosa Musliu, and I am Professor of International Relations at the Free University of Brussels here in Belgium. Much like many of you, I graduated at UNYT in 2008 in political science and international relations. Ever since, I have been mainly working in academia or in other sectors that are predominantly about research and writing. What I can say from my experience of the past 15 years or so is that whether you're looking to start and build your career internationally or at home, I have come to understand that there is no quick recipe to success, and there is no shortcut to success. It does take a lot of work and quite a bit of luck as well. Congratulations, everyone. I hope you have a very nice celebration on this important day.
Hello, my dear friends from University of New York Tirana. My name is Alexander Zaric, and I graduated from UNIT in 2013. I did my MBA there with a major in banking. After graduation, I've been working for a number of donor-funded projects in Serbia and within the region, like USAID, UNDP, World Bank, and so on. I have to say big thank you to the university, because thanks to you, I've gained unique experience and unique knowledge. I also made great friends for life, and also Tirana became my second home. I congratulate you for all the success you made so far, Urime, and I wish you many prospective years to come. Best regards, Alexander.
Greetings everyone, I am Anissa Mrenosi, a UNYT graduate, valedictorian and bachelor and master level for finance. Upon my graduation in 2015, I had the pleasure to work as a lecturer and researcher at UNYT, and I had the honor to be awarded the recognition prize by the Institute of Auditors of Austria. Since 2021, I work as a development specialist for the International Development Organization in Vienna. It is my big pleasure to be one of the UNYT alumni, and in this 20th anniversary, I wish to my university all the best in the future successes and in building the future professionals of a week.
Hi everyone, my name is Evina Gosarzi. I've graduated in 2014 at the University of New York, Tirana. I did my master's degree in international and commercial law. Now I'm living in Canada and I'm working as a director of advertising and business development at the Hill Times. The Hill Times is one of the major newspapers in Canada. At the same time, I'm doing my PhD and working as a research assistant at the Carleton University. Thank you a lot and good luck.
Hello everyone, my name is Dorila Grabotska. I was a computer science student at University of New York in Tirana from 2017 to 2021. Now I am continuing my master's degree in data science at ETH Zurich. I want to take this opportunity and congratulate all students graduating today. I wish you many successes in your future careers. Also, many happy and successful returns to University of New York in Tirana in this 20th anniversary.
Tonight's celebration has gathered some of our UNYT alumni, and it's with great pleasure to invite Mrs. Ilva Hamzai to the stage. Is Mrs. Hamzai here? No. Or she is. There she is.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry for making you wait. I was way in the back. I didn't see my name, so I thought they had forgotten about me. It's a history that my professors actually remember because of my graduation. I graduated from this very university 4 years ago as valedictorian of the Law Integrated Program Masters, and they forgot my name. And after the rector gave the closing speech, they remembered, hey, it's Ilva here. But it's with great pleasure that I return here again, and I would like to very much thank University of New York Tirana, the esteemed director of the university, the very honorable professors of mine and new professors at UNYT for inviting me to come back here. I would like to humbly define myself as a true product of UNYT and as UNYT made. I'm one maybe of the very few persons who chose to study law instead of medicine, at the very, very, very great dismay of my parents, who mourned for 1 week when I made this choice. And coming from the US, from an exchange year, I wanted to get an internationally oriented education, and my first and only choice was UNYT. So coming from a middle-class family, I needed a scholarship to study here. And I applied, and luckily UNYT decided to support my studies throughout my entire 5 years. UNYT really hasn't only supported me financially and with knowledge, but the UNYT professors were a continuous support towards my legal career. I got my very first internship as a result of the idea of the consideration of my criminal law professor. Then I got my very first job as a lawyer at the UNYT Career Fair when I convinced an international company that was specialized in cars to open a job for a lawyer when they really needed an engineer. And I worked there for 2 years. Then afterwards, in my first job as an attorney, after getting a license from the National Chamber of Attorneys in Albania, I was suggested again for my professor in law of obligations. And nowadays, I still work at the law firm of one of my former professors who taught me civil law and civil procedure. And I am very humbled to say that she has been a great support for me, and I have been serving some of the biggest companies in Albania, mainly the field of commercial law. But I am very happy to not only have been a student before, but to become a student again. Maybe for the first time in my life, my career has not been intertwined with UNYT, because only last month, I learned that I had won the national competition in the election of the future magistrates in the profile of a judge, which was the very purpose of me getting into law school. Thank you very much. Of course, maybe not facilitated directly by this university, but indirectly, of course, it has been all the knowledge and all the explaining and all the lectures of my professors that made me succeed in this goal of mine. So I'm very humbled before you, and I would like to immensely thank you for helping me achieve this dream of mine. And to keep it short, because I know long speeches get boring, and that's why I didn't prepare a speech beforehand, so that I could tell you what I truly thought and believed about this university, I would like to give a short piece of advice, if I may, to the graduates. You may think, what now? What next? I would have two advices that are related to belief. Believe in the education this university has provided you, because this education has you well equipped for the market and to give what you are expected to give. And second of all, believe in yourselves, because only one who truly believes in his goals and truly believes in abilities is able to achieve what the destiny has set him to achieve. Thank you very much. Thank you, MIT.
Thank you. It is with equal enthusiasm that we now proceed to the awarding of the master diplomas. Awarding the Master of Science degree in Computer Science will be Professor Dr. Nertila Gini, Vice Rector of UNYT, and Professor Dr. Marian-Glenn Biba, Dean of Faculty of Engineering and Architecture. It will be a great honor for me to present the names of the master graduates. Ronela Alvora. Congratulations. Cristi Gorea. KD Hoja. Orenz Ducci. Shevchet Avdulau. Lorin Gini. We continue. Congratulations. Now awarding the Master of Science degrees in Business Administration tonight will be Ariana Cela, PhD, Head of Department of Business Administration, and our lecturer, Dr. Purparim Dervishi. Let's welcome them in the stage. Graduating with a master degree in business administration, please welcome Fiona Kodra. Yona Paroy. Emisa Velay Kokona. Eva Jani. Mary Lamte. Eni Hatelari. Giuliana Celbeciri. Fiona Hoja. And congratulations. Awarding the Master of Science degrees in Finance and Accounting tonight will be Dr. Andromachi Kufo, Head of Department of Economics and Finance. Graduating with a master degree in Finance and Accounting, please welcome Ioan Zalomi. Congratulations. And now, awarding the Master of Science degrees in International Relations tonight will be Associate Professor Ilir Kalemay, Vice Rector of UNYT. Graduating with a master degree in International Relations, please welcome Nahed Abdelwahid. Did I say it right? Ladies, they're running a little bit late. Sorry, it happens. And we continue with Mustafa Zenel Hassani. Christ Hasambega. Thank you and congratulations. Awarding now the Master of Science degrees in International and Commercial Law tonight will be Dr. Plarent Ruka. Graduating with a master degree in International and Commercial Law, please welcome Lucila Zecho. and Husmir Idrizi. Thank you. UNYT is very proud of its collaboration with the State University of New York, Empire State College, since its opening in 2002. Our students have the opportunity to graduate with a degree which is recognized and prized not only in the US, but all around the world. I have the great honor of inviting tonight Mrs. Francesca Cicchello, Executive Director of SUNY Empire State College Center for International Education.
Not that tall. Good evening and greetings from New York. We put the New York in University of New York, Tirana. Rector Erdemer, distinguished guests, my colleagues, and of course, graduates, and all of your family and friends, I greet you with the congratulations of our president, our executive director, our deans, our provost from New York, and our European regional director, Dr. Sheila Aird. My name is Francesca Cicchello, and I am the executive director of the Center for International Education at the State University of New York, Empire State College. I'd like to thank all of my colleagues at the University of New York, Tirana, and the Marif Foundation for their wonderful hospitality and friendship. I'd also like to recognize and to thank my colleague, Nayada Fani, for her 16 years of leadership and dedication to our mission. And graduates, today it is my honor to join with you and your family and your friends as we celebrate this occasion. This year really does truly mark 20 years of SUNY Empire State College in Tirana, Albania. Today you join an elite group of State University of New York alumni, numbering 3 million around the world. You now commence a life beyond the classroom, where your degree symbolizes the values of your alma mater. Some of those values are very important. Human rights and social justice are deeply held values at the core of your American degree, and the power of the individual to inspire social change is indeed the hallmark of your liberal arts education. Millions of SUNY alumni just like you are working in their communities every day, changing and improving the world with exceptional contributions. Whether defined as a medical breakthrough, a technological innovation, an inspirational piece of art or music, or the birth of a new business, they are this group of international alumni, and you join them today. We hope you are very proud of your college, because we are certainly very proud of all of you. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2022.
And now to deliver the medallions and congratulatory letters, I would like to invite the Empire State College coordinator, Mrs. Nayada Fani, to join Mrs. Cicchello in the stage. Please. At this time, I would like to begin calling the names of our Empire State College Bachelor Degree graduates. Graduating with a ESC Bachelor Degree in Computer Science, please welcome Anesti Colizzi. Cindy Shara. Graduating with an ESC Bachelor degree in Business Administration, please welcome Julienne Faruco. Grace Chabey. Christy Alia. Graduating with an ESC Bachelor degree in Management, please welcome Luca Lame. Bjorvi Pervati. Ina Seriani. And now, graduating with an ESC Bachelor degree in Economics, please welcome Elvis Preka. Graduating with an ESC Bachelor degree in Finance, please welcome Alborena Bakiu. Anastasia Gushi. Andy Pashko. Gwina Shkumbi. Graduating with an ESC Bachelor degree in Political Science, International Relations, please welcome Jessica Gashi. Giulia Giafferi. Graduating with an ESC Bachelor degree in Psychology, please welcome Evgenia Krongo. Esther Vrapi. And now, Mrs. Chiquelo, we would like to invite you for a speech regarding the awarding of Gramos and Ruben Pashko Scholarship.
The Gramos and Ruben Pashko Scholarship was established in 2006 to honor the lives of Dr. Gramos Pașcu, rector of the University of New York, Tirana, and his son, Ruben, a graduate of Empire State College and New York College, Athens. Empire State College awards this scholarship annually in recognition of Dr. Pașcu's personal and public commitment to democracy and educational opportunity, his love for his native Albania, and his historic contributions to the political and educational life of Albania. In addition, the college commemorates the life of one of its graduates, Ruben Pașcu, whose life ended too soon at his father's side on July 23, 2006. This annual scholarship is a forever reminder to the academic communities of UNIT and Empire State College, of Dr. Pașcu and his son, and the importance of opportunity in a free and democratic society. This year's Pașcu Scholarship is awarded to a computer science student who has demonstrated determination and dedication to her field since she was 15 years old. She consistently demonstrates the highest level of academic achievement while also serving the local community through environmental protection initiatives, including doing beach cleanup herself. This student has worked as an intern software developer and was promoted to project manager when her leadership talents were recognized outside the classroom. After she graduates, she plans to work as a software developer in Albania. She will continue giving back to her community to improve and innovate information technology curriculum taught in the public university system so that future generations of Albanian youth will benefit from her experience. This evening, I am honored to present the 2022 Gramos and Ruben Pașcu Award to Ms. Ledia Halpari. Congratulations, Ledia.
Congratulations. And now Mrs. Chiquelo will announce the valedictorian award.
This year, I am honored to also present the valedictorian award, which I will take here. To our student with the highest grade point average, an accomplishment that is no small feat, as all of you know. Achieving at the very highest levels at university, at this university, University of New York, Tirana, is indeed an honor. And today we recognize one person, one woman, and her name is Gwina Shikembi, our valedictorian.
Gwina Shikembi.
So, good evening, everyone. I'm elated to be here with you today and graduate UNIT's class of 2022. When I heard my name announced with this title, my heart started racing and my adrenaline pumping, and still is. Graduation marks the end of yet another extraordinary chapter in our lives. With this chapter closed, I'm sure that many of us are already anxious about starting the next one, because unlike the textbooks, we cannot skip through the pages of lives to see how long the next chapter is going to be. Or will it be like we expect it to? For sure, UNYT and SUNY have made this chapter of our life very colorful and unique. I want to thank my family for supporting me every time, all our hardworking professors here at UNYT, the administration, the staff, and the faculty. Thank you all for not only building us as individuals, but also for giving us a strong academic background that will stick with us in our next chapter in our life. And dear my fellow friends, when you live here today, celebrate what you have accomplished, but look forward with an eye toward how you too can be the inspiration for others. Congratulations, class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And now, the conferral of degrees for SUNY Empire State College students. Will the SUNY Empire State College graduates please rise? Under the authority vested in me by the Chancellor and the Board of Trustees of the State University of New York, and with the concurrence of the faculty of the State University of New York's Empire State College, I hereby confer upon each of you, and those of you in absentia, the degrees which you have earned and to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities accorded these degrees throughout the world. Congratulations. Thank you.
This is a celebratory night filled with surprises. On this note, I would like to invite to the stage the Albanian folk ensemble Isuf Missouri for their performance. And now, awarding the Master of Science degrees in Law tonight will be Associate Professor Enila Tsenko, Dean of the Faculty of Law and Social Sciences, and Associate Professor Eda Gemi, Head of Department of Law. Graduating with a master's degree in law, please welcome Dea Froku. Tetiona Husenay. Ardisa Torba. Almira Husseini. Dhe Dimitër Taçi. Thank you and congratulations to the students. We have now reached the highlight of tonight's event. It will be my great pleasure to announce the names of the UNYT 2022 graduating class. Awarding the bachelor degrees for computer science will be Miralda Tsuka, PhD, Head of Department of Telecommunication and Network Engineering, and Daniela Cavalla, PhD, Head of Department of Architecture and Design. Graduating with a bachelor degree in computer science, please welcome Casey Bechirai. Eugene Jata. Rigert Gramo. Stella Leka. Yokli Lito. Daniel Lazo. Erges Mema. Regi Nishani. Enis Seidini. Kostandin Vlahu. Davis Leka. Flavian Sokoli. Alexandra Cholako. Purima, congratulations. Awarding the bachelor degree now for computer science will be Eriona Shtembari, PhD, Head of Department of Business Informatics and E-Businesses. Graduating with a bachelor degree in information systems, we will now welcome Sabrina Zaimi. And Maggie Pilo. Awarding the bachelor degrees for business administration, management, and economics will be Associate Professor Lindita Latifi and our lecturer Matilda Kapai. Graduating with a bachelor degree in business administration, we will now welcome Adnand El-Saka. Inji Fili. Stella Kura. And Oltion Kabashi. Graduating with a bachelor degree in management, please welcome Clade Jonai. Florian Hassanai. Graduating with a bachelor degree in economics, please welcome Ambra Cherma. Awarding the bachelor degrees for finance will be now Associate Professor Ariane Kadareya and Dr. Elona Jebrea. Graduating with a bachelor degree in finance, please welcome Samanda Brego. Aldo Dashi. Denise Hoja. Ergitafa. Until we clarify what's the situation with the diplomas. I know it happens. We have Cindy Shara here. But Cindy, it's not in my list for now. So Cindy. We go with Ergitafa, Bora Thanza, it happens that things get lost sometimes, you know? Unpredictable things. So guys, we're looking for Aldo, Denise, and Ergi, right? We're waiting for them. Bora just finished, and Andy Babasi. Andy Babasi. Cristi Dono. Hevio Lila. Aina El Mazai. Now, guys, you don't leave until you get your diplomas here. Just a second until they find them. You may go back to your seats until we find them, and then we will get you back here. Awarding the bachelor degrees for political sciences, international relations will be Dr. Adam Echerlich. They're not leaving without the degree here. We will invite you back. And the guys may go in their seats for the moment until we find your degrees. Don't worry, we will find them. Mr. Adam Ehrlich, did I pronounce the name right? Graduating with a bachelor degree in political sciences, international relations, please welcome Pamela Bala. Lorela Cherime. And now, awarding the bachelor degrees for psychology will be Dr. Besmir Alahi, Head of Department of Psychology. Graduating with a bachelor degree in psychology, please welcome Petriliana Tsetsa. Lavdisa Muchmata. And Casey Shala. Thank you and congratulations. It is with great enthusiasm to announce now the most anticipated moment. I would like to invite to the stage Mr. Tayyar Kaan Atay, Ambassador of the Republic of Turkey, to award the Valedictorian Award for the graduate level. The Valedictorian Award for the graduate level goes to Mr. Mustafa Zenel Hassani. And Sabrina Zaime. I'm happy to announce this Turkish Mari Foundation has 2 gifts for each one of you. Both of them laptops. For Sabrina and Mustafa, laptops from gifts from Turkish Mari Foundation. With equal enthusiasm, I would like to invite to the stage the Deputy Chairwoman of Albanian Assembly, Mrs. Ermonela Felaj, to award the Valedictorian Award for the undergraduate level. Okay, we have the rector here for that valedictorian award for the undergraduate level will go to Mrs. Sabrina Zaimi. Miss Sabrina Zaimi, I have to say. Waiting for the award. Okay, we continue with our program. To honor the contributions of academia in the research area, I have the pleasure to invite to the stage Professor Dr. Ayşen Gürcan, Member of Board of Trustees of Turkish Maarif Foundation, Presidency Senior Counselor, Member of the Council of Turkish Higher Education, former Minister of Family and Social Policies, to give the Excellence in Research Award to Associate Professor İlir Kalemay, Vice Rector for Research and International Affairs. And now, to honor the contributions of academia in the teaching sphere, I have the pleasure to invite to the stage Mr. Metin Bulut. He is the Attaché of Education near the Embassy of Turkey in Albania. He will be giving the Excellence in Teaching Award to Dr. Besmir Allahi, Head of Department of Psychology and Head of Career Office. And now is the moment to appreciate the sensitivity UNYT students always have towards their community. Join me in watching a brief video showing some of their contributions. It is the moment to appreciate the sensitivity UNYT students always have towards their community. We watched the video, and now to honor our students' acts of service, I would like to invite to the stage Mr. Seyhan Penjabligil, CEO of National Commercial Bank, to give the Community Award to the UNYT Charity Club. Let's welcome him to the stage, thank you. And now, let's invite to the stage and give a big applause to Clea Becia, Ahmed Murati, Siesta Mersini, Alma Dafa, Besa Kaziu, Nelsi Negipi, Klaus Beqiri, Mikea Dushi, Joris Gura. Congratulations. Let's take a picture with. It's okay. Now we're glad to invite to the stage the administrator of University of New York Tirana, Dr. Riza Feridun Elgun, for his greeting remarks.
Thank you very much. I was thinking the stage is close to the seats, but unfortunately it is not. Honorable Ambassador, honorable representatives of Albanian authorities, honorable trustee board member, dear rector, dear lovely academics, distinguished guests, and mostly precious students. I would like to thank you all for sharing this moment with us. Thank you very much. I think it is one of the most remarkable moments in my professional life. As an Albanian and Turk, let me say, as a Shqiptar and Turk, I'm proud to be part of this institution to raise leaders who will contribute to the future of this lovely country. And today I see that our students are starting a new chapter in their lives as future leaders. And when we talk about the universities, academic stuff seems to be quite important, and exactly it is. However, administrative staff works hard to keep our services running. And this hard-working administrative team is always working behind the stage. I have many friends among us dedicated their time and energy to the university's administrative, operational, and logistical activities, especially this event, and they do their tasks with merit. I am calling them as heroes, and they are approximately 50 people. And currently, they are among you, sitting next to you, but majority of them are there, again, behind the stage, supporting the organization. And I would like to congratulate them, not just for the year 2022, but also for their contributions to our university throughout the past 20 years. Instead of calling everyone name by name, I want all our administrative staff to raise up with honor, please, our administrative staff. And I want your applauses to thank all these beautiful people. Thank you very much for your efforts and for your energy. I'm proud of you. Thank you. Thank you. And shumë faleminderit for your applauses. But this is the first time in the university's history that we will deliver an award to the administrative staff. This is the first time. And there are a lot of people that, as you've seen among us, who deserves to get the award. But there are two heroes. They are in here now. And I especially would like to thank these two heroes on behalf of our university. And I think before announcing their name, we will have a video. Is it ready? Okay, let's watch the video together then.
Unë të kam për 20 vite, po. Që në fillim, që më mori Zoti Pashko në punë, ka qenë kohë shumë të mira për mu, se ka punu me studentë.
Për në 9 vjetë, që punojmë në New York.
Këtu, në çdo kohë është vërtet është tension I punës, po kujtimet bukur ka çdo moment. në Zokollë. Kur është plot me student, për mu, kjo është gjëja më e mirë.
Kujtimet bukura janë të gjitha këto evente që bëjmë. Në vite është mirë se njëfësh. Me njofje do të thëtë të punosh më lirsh. Ajo që duhet bërë bëjt, dhe ajo që s'duhet bërë nuk bëjt. Por me gjithatë, në 9 vjet ka dhe qef me tje, po janë gjithmonë pazarar në akoj qatë që punon me ta.
Jam unë që të mirë kuptohet të gjithë njerëzit. Jo më me studentës, ato e kemi detyrë.
Punë dhe disiplinë. Punë të punë, por disiplinë të të. Gjithë shka me
Rojtë të ecë sa më mirë, të ketë sa më shumë pruhje.
Sukses! Vetëm sukses!
Thank you very much. So I would like to invite our first hero, Lulizim Hacı'ya. Dear Lulizim. Haydi. Yeah. And Javit Brari, our second hero. Thank you very much. Nice to be here. Now we will have a good presentation of Turkish folk dances. I hope you enjoy your time. Good evening. Nurup Avşin.
Thank you. You thought we were done with surprises, but no. Let us invite on the stage the Republic of Turkey and Ministry of Culture and Tourism State Folk Dance Ensemble. thank you very much. Among us tonight is also the technical director of Air Albania, Mr. Mustafa Akturk, who is a close friend of the UNYT family. To show its support to our students, Air Albania has organized a lottery where the students will be winning a trip to Istanbul. Actually, there will be 2 winners. Now let's welcome to the stage Mr. Mustafa Akturk. So, let's see who are going to be the lucky guys.
So for everyone, welcome. The trip is to Istanbul. So let's see the lucky name or the lucky number.
012.
Who is 012 from the students? Okay, the good news is that we have another winner as well.
Zero 30.
030, kush është? 030.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. And the lucky guys, thank you. We will continue with more dance, folk Turkish dance. Let's invite in the stage back again the ensemble, Turkey ensemble. here. Thank you, guys. Now we come to the final moment of this night. In order to call tonight's celebration complete, I would like to invite to the stage the Rector of University of New York, Tirana, Professor Dr. Erkan Erdemir.
So, it's been a long night. I hope you have reserved some a bit more energy to finalize this lovely night. Now, I'm starting to the final moment, turning to our dear students. So will all the graduates please rise? Okay. I hope everyone is okay. So please move your cap tassels from the right to the left. And now, congratulations, class of 2022. You are now officially graduated.
And to my count of 3, you may throw your caps in the air. Ready? 1, 2, 3! Congratulations! I'm a virgin with no brakes. I'm invincible. Congratulations! Every single game, I'm so powerful. I don't need batteries to play. I'm so confident. Yeah, I'm unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Distinguished guests, unstoppable today. Unstoppable today. Ceremony is now over. I would like to invite all of you to stay with us and enjoy a cocktail. Unstoppable today. I'm unstoppable today. And before we do, please join me by giving the class of 2022 another round of applause. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations, good night, and good luck. You'd be like heaven to touch. As I said before, we are more than welcome to enjoy the cocktail that's outside. Thank you.